very comfortable on Chamber, but I am thinking a little bit about how it might tether him to certain areas. Kang loves to be mobile. If he has to be tethered to his trademark or a rendezvous, perhaps it might let him have a little less impact even on the defense side.
Can be limiting sometimes, but let's see how this one begins here. Pistol round. EDG desperate to drag this one to 3.
Take a look at the Viper wall that Chishu has put down. It's a really weird one, but Nuki's already tried to counter it. He's got a trip. If anybody tries to lurk through to pocket, he has a cam that's going to be able to see behind the Viper wall on both sides. It's a lovely Cypher setup that's very specifically countering the Viper.
Very aware. A little bit of util being used just to try and push out towards Hookah, but it's exchanged on either side. Now the regroup, but at the same time, re-cleared. Giants, yeah. Trailblazer gets broken. Still gives them knowledge and pretty decent information here. Game plan of Giants as well, going to be playing this one quite passive with the cam setup. They can see it now. Yeah, all the bodies running their way down towards short. Hoodie has to hold it down, and he will with the snake bite at his feet. No one can really cross that line, but space has been granted to them, and there's 35 seconds remaining here. EDG starting to run all the way forwards. No hiding or obfuscating anything that's coming their way. With the right clicks, Hoodie is doing more than that, more than work. Tries to pick up the upgrade, but it's all done and wrapped up essentially for the pistol round. Full containment.
Giants pistols just look so strong. They have excellent ideas. And surely Haldong is not going to get even a sniff of being able to win this one. But I feel like I've still got my heart in my mouth from what happened towards the end of Split. Giants pistols just look excellent. The Cypher setup I'm very impressed with. And then also a little desperate, I think, there from EDG trying to push into backside without really any setup. Nobody being able to swing from, you know, triple or anything like that. No utility setup either. And Hoodie and Rhyme are just able to lock it down. It's a good start for Giants. Different Viper wall here. This one going to be the standard, I think, that Chishu ends up throwing most of the time. We see Nuki go for a slightly different Cypher setup on A too.
No missteps here, already straight through. Over and top of the smoke. Tino setting up Rhyme, allowing him to get out of there with the nade. EDG hard press right now as well. All the bullets raining down onto them. Kills are going to be flowing, and you do not want them in the hands of Tino. Closer he gets to the showstopper, the worse it's going to be for them.
Right here.
Not sure where that was meant to be.
Trailblazer goes through, spots Kang just tucked in the corner. Got 3 bullets in the headhunter. Hard pressed to find any value out of that, I think.
Yeah. Coutinho desperate to vacuum up all these kills.
Well, they got 1.
They get a 1.
This is a big gamble, though, for EDG, picking Bind. And having lost map 1, it now puts the pressure on. They're coming in here with a new composition that hasn't been match tested, at least for them. And also, they have no idea how good Giants are on this map. I don't think anybody does, unless you've been scrimming specifically with Giants recently. We have not seen them play Bind. We don't even know how they were in the regular season. Didn't touch it. Have they been cooking it behind the scenes? How good does it look? How many strategies have they built up? Do they have trap plays? Different ideas? I'm seeing Rhyme on a judge.
Yeah, he's holding down Hookah. It's an area you do not want to push towards. Interesting Viper Orb. Cuts up the deep angle. Still Rhyme. Even if you do use util to clear him from this position and spot, still a danger to run into it. EDG running laps around so far.
Scout destroyed.
Clear goal in mind. Smoggy, good that he breaks the dog there, but lovely nade as well. Oh my God.
Kept alive by a shred.
Same setup though.
The trip
in the face. Kills though. This time flowing all the way for EDG. Showers controllers there's front of the side as well. Will be that plan down. So bonus round for Giants.
Yeah, not really looking too potent at the moment. Rhyme is trying to sneak around here. Worried, I suppose, about where the trademark would be, but he's slipped the net. There isn't very much time, though. I mean, at this point, it's almost like Giants would be wanting to play for exits more so than anything else. There's still a valid way of damaging EDG's economy.
Hello. Nade. Yeah, Kang safety. Back towards Showers. Rhymes only got a judge in the middle of this, by the way. That's why he's laid down this smoke. Hold on. Time. Is there going to be enough to make a play of this one? A tap onto the defuse, forcing out the util is really ticking now. EDG
What a shot.
is being made expensive. Chichu doing enough to try and stop that and contain, but he was sole survivor in
That's
the
so
round.
much damage.
It is a ton of economical damage.
Once
Giants.
again, EDG have a single player that came in with a ghost. I mean, Haodong doesn't buy anything up into that, but they're going to invest here. This is not, you know, this is really going to harm them.
Bit more of a broader reset. The rifles on either side, though. Looking at Fatinho, he is one away from that showstopper. There's a play being made towards B long. They want to grab that orb, and it's being pinged out. EDG want to try and counteract this, so they're going to try and spam this position. Flash connects. Deep one from nobody that they just see anything.
They're not bold enough to go for it, though. Fatinho is still going to remain one away from the showstopper, and instead they're setting up a trap play, looking to try and pop flash off Fatinho's contact. So playing B-Long slightly differently, perhaps to how they would have intended at the start of the round. Kang took Shower's control in the previous round and was able to entry onto Nuki, who was holding back sight, and now he's instantly taken Showers again. I mean, he just recognized they're not fighting for Shower's control, they're playing a Cypher on A, I can take this for free. And again, the adaptation and the recognition of that comes through almost right at the start of the game. They're limit testing. And they found that they can push.
Here we go, Seekers now being used in that 45 seconds. Nuki still. High ground angle towards heaven. He can hear all the util being used, and Hoodie does need some help. Here it is. Bit of spam being chunking down some of these players of EDG. Still getting the plant down. Anything to deny this? And Nade. Haodong survives. It doesn't do too much. Nobody's still there. God almighty, he's brave. Still taking a fight towards them, but Giants are set up for this with a massive player advantage. Have to take this fight together. Flicks to the side for Fatinho. They're on time. Able to get that trade, but you just never know. I am holding my breath in every instance. Doesn't matter how disadvantaged EDG are.
I mean, they've shown that they deserve that level of respect with what they were able to put together towards the end of split. I love the way that Smoggy's trying to isolate individual fights, but it is a round for Giants. And it's a successful defense. Particularly that, being able to take down Kang there, Hoodie just swings through, deletes the chamber, and they're able to swoop around the back of Triple, cleaning everybody else up too. It's a very nice way of defending the A site, but at some point, I think Giants also need to mix in some aggression or even a crunch play towards Showers. EDG, though, they don't really have a buy here. Kang's got 4 bullets in the headhunter, and Chishu has a rifle.
Hoping as somebody walks into them with the jump spot that was spotted prior. They need to break this util, though. Again, it's causing problems for them. Vulnerable to up. Hoodie. Snakebite, drop down. This setup is tangling them. All sorts of danger and problems.
Yeah, they're not really finding ways of being able to deal with it. I mean, they have their own Viper set up there. They can walk Smoggy down, throw some blast packs. They can try to get rid of these traps fairly early on in the round. They know that Giants have been playing passively on A, but EDG just trying to brute force it, and that shot working a bit better than I was expecting.
Nade's late as well, doesn't deny the plans. There's a rifle for Chichu. Kang, one away from his ult. Here it is, set up though, fight taken over the top. Rendezvous escapes the danger zone. Showstopper won't be getting too much value there. Flash reclearance, Chichu fighting right into it with the judge. Never favored on the top high ground angle as well. Kang's caught. Just the shoulder, Fuse can start to get stuck, and there's nothing to push this off. I mean, there's an ult in the back pocket, but Haodong does not look to expend it.
Not worth it in a round like this, is it?
Half gain, and look at this, min-maxing. Just trying to hunt out these guns. Fatinho actually committing it.
Oh
Damage is done. Orbital strike, though, in response, and yeah, that's cleaned up. Still
No time! No time!
Oh my goodness! No way!
Where did EDG pull these moments
I
from?
mean, a Giants got off the defuse. Was there a molly?
Yeah,
I think I missed the molly.
I mean, there was a molly coming through. They managed to get half on it. But at the same time, I really didn't think that would be winnable. I mean, just had no clue that that was going to end up being winnable.
There's just no shot.
But specifically, the kill that Howdong gets there onto the player with his ultimate means that they can't get back onto the spike quickly enough.
Yeah.
A couple of milliseconds would have made the difference.
Let's play.
That is just
What a momentum turner.
an insane series of events. Giants though set up. Have a trap play in the works. Using that term quite a bit. Flash here, no connection. Smoggy's job just to contain and hold. Meanwhile, Kang is pushed all the way up, isn't he? Tour de force is there, Jiggle misses it. Another white face as well, a second shot going down. Howdong needs to respond and hold this one here, but he's being faced by all sorts of players with the pistols. Giants! Oh, from absolutely nowhere.
What a response instantly to a ridiculous clutch by Howdong. Pulling out a Thrifty of their own would just be magical right now. That's a great snake bite, puts a bit of damage onto Cloud, and Rhyme's still pretty much stuck under Hookah. They get rid of him.
This could easily be turned though at a moment's notice. Again, just heads need to be hit. Half armor on Chichu, he will go down even at range from the Sheriff. Flash is good, round to the side here. Still seeing how they want to poke and prod this one. Where are the players? Isolated, you got to know the Cloud's there. Spotted him now with the flash. There it is. Tap, tap. Hoodie towards the back. Still taking a fight. They're giving him a chance and an opportunity. But it's shut down into the 1v1 pit in the hands of him. Nuki creeping onto the angle. Plant has to be stuck now. There is that extension of time, but he's already into the pit. Decay kicking all the way in. Does he have the timing? Right behind him, he missed the shots. It was handed to Nuki on a platter, but he lost his cool. I mean, I have to see that again.
I mean, an almost static target. Shishu slow walking through the pit. And Nuki couldn't hit the first shot, couldn't control the spray. That is an opportunity squandered from Giants after such beautiful shots hit from Hoodie and Rhyme earlier on.
Yeah, I mean, that is just
Tragedy.
should have been Giants every day of the week.
Pibson might not survive this match.
Oh, yeah. This is, I mean, he's been animated.
There've just been so many moments where Giants have set themselves up for success and it hasn't mattered because of the quality from EDG or the incredible heroics they pull out or small mess-ups from the Giants players.
Tiniest of mistakes.
This time Nuki's gone for a deeper trip towards showers. So he's going to have information if Kang goes towards there, but this hit's coming to be.
It spots two. The dog spotted two. Smoggy's out there. He's got the showstopper! Vitinho attempted to evade. Rhyme into the back, but he is brought down anyway. Util at his feet. Can't stand his ground, excuse me. Hold that one. There will be a plant. Giants just have two remaining here. No conceivable way for you to get any sort of ground. Smoke's in their face.
And this brim smoke is still going to last for quite a while.
Yeah.
They're both going to fall at about the same time here, the one-way orb and the smoke. It might offer an opportunity. Nah, yeah. They're just out. No opportunity presenting itself for Nuki to find redemption in this. And I love the play from Smoggy. I mean, like you said, the Trailblazer into the Showstopper combo is something that's been added to so many teams' repertoire at this point. But then Vitinho tries to dodge it with a blast pack of his own. I like the idea Smoggy already adjusts. We see quite a lot of Raze players whiffing their ults. Look at this one. Little blast pack to try and dodge it.
Just bides his time. The extra second he needs to adjust the aim of it.
Very patient. And Ryan tried to make the play, sprinting through on a bit of a flood defense. Failed there too.
With EDG now leading one round here on map number 2, forcing the timeout out of Giants. Probably know Pipson's up in arms. We've been seeing it in the coach cam.
I think you can't be too mad about how that particular round went, but he might want to have some impact just generally about talking strategy. I really feel like one of the things we haven't seen yet from Giants is going for some kind of either showers crunch off the cam contact or off a trip being broken. That's definitely a possibility. It's somewhere that Kankan is playing a lot, and it's also, with the modern chamber, he's not going to be able to escape that easily from a spot like that, even if he has his rendezvous active and he's playing inside of it, which he often isn't going to be as he scales up through showers.
Now, on Split, when we saw kind of a similar approach where EDG were poking out, feeling out the setups, a lot of their success has come on just landing on B. Going away from the Viper setup, away from the Cypher setup. We saw adjustments from Nuki. After a timeout, I wonder if we're going to see again. Yeah, we are. So he's immediately changing the setup up over to B. They've realized that losing that particular area. Here are the adjustments.
So if Nuki had an adjustment off a timeout in Split, and he now does it again, can EDG predict that? Kang has an operator. He's going to be swinging over towards Fountain, but there's nobody home. They're not playing B long aggressively. And that's going to make things feel very different from EDG's point of view. You know, you don't see anybody here, you don't hear any Sky utility at all. That's unusual for Bind B. Usually a pretty decent sign that the Cypher's going to be anchoring.
Absolutely.
Look how much space EDG are just getting for free in showers.
Og doesn't spot 2 players in pocket.
But it basically cleared the rest of the site.
Didn't see anything yet. EDG still looks to test it. Over towards B. I would be thinking at the back of my head, maybe they could pivot with the showers TP, but they don't have control of it. Looks like they do want to just end on B. Seekers, nobody. As soon as he lets this one rip, that's going to be the go button. Molly into the back. Snake bites to try and push them back for just a moment. There's also these trip setups as well for the TP. It's an adjustment by Giants as well. Still, the trips taken care of. Still one more at the feet. And Nuki is doing quick work of it. Haven't claimed Hoodie, but he will fall in the end. And Nuki is just dodging, ducking, and weaving all around the map. It leaves it just to Howdong. 1v2. The tap, forcing it out, but it's a double setup on the high-low. Giants instantly there.
Great finish to the round there from Nuki and Ryan. Nuki finding a bit of redemption too for the missed Sheriff shot. The double up is something that they've been missing a little bit in those moments where EDG have found clutch situations. And I was talking about a showers crunch. This one, it's the opposite. It's a sand crunch that they go for. The cam is set up inside hookah, and off the cam's contact or any kind of noise being made, those players that were controlling short from the double pocket setup sprint through the teleporter. They almost got deleted. EDG were able to spin 180 and take 2 of them out. But Hoodie and Nuki still held firm. They're going back over to A. So after that single setup, it's back to normal essentially here. And this might be a trigger. If this trap gets broken, it's possible they could spring a showers crunch onto nobody.
They have big ults. We'll say that much. Giants built them up at this point, 4-4. You do start looking at this round as a really important one for EDG, but they are quite disadvantaged. Spot out this setup now.
Here, they just use that trip as an indicator to rotate, especially with the 3 smokes being committed.
It's just, I mean, he's just bait, isn't he? Just runs in there. All the trips getting tangled once more, but brought down this time. Smallest of opportunities granted to Nuki, but he will not waste them. Plant is down. But it's a 3v5. Like I said prior as well, massive ult advantages. Vitinho with a showstopper should absolutely seal this. That one, even if he chooses to use it. Seekers broken to the one side, pops up over the top. Here's the rocket, round to the side, pointed directly at Kang. And they're squeezing it down now. Chichu cannot withstand it. Smoggy forced to back away and save. Not enough money. Has to keep the gun. And that's a really important one. I mean, a couple of players do have some money in the back pocket for EDG, but nobody did buy down that round. Only saving the 1 weapon. It might make a difference. We'll see.
It's going to be a bit of a scramble. I mean, someone's going to have to take the hit economically. They are really struggling with this Cypher setup, on A specifically. Yeah, yes, they take all of the space, but when they actually get into sight, they keep getting tangled, like you're saying, in the trips. Especially the second one is just a gimme for Nuki up in heaven. One of the things... Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I'm surprised they're not really opting to what you were calling out of it prior. You know, when they were getting caught up in the trips over towards A, you know, why not just contact up behind the Viper wall? Use the blast packs, whatever. Util to clear it out.
Yeah, I am a little surprised. I mean, we're not watching Smoggy's POV in some of these hits. It's possible that he's trying to use the blast packs and then just not landing and we're missing it on camera. You know, but it really feels like they're not doing enough to be able to slowly work their way through those trip setups. Nuki's almost always being able to find some value, whether he's just spamming through a smoke or whether it's a trip. But one of the things that I've really liked about Giants recently, and one of the reasons why I think they're here today playing at an international tournament, is that they actually found a style. They were a team that was experimenting with lots of different compositions, lots of different roles. And then for LCQ, they solidified. They said, okay, Nuki, you are going to be playing Perma Sentinel mostly onto the Cypher. You know, having Hoodie play more of that flex position, picking up the Viper, which he's played a ton, and playing Omen, you know, on the previous map too. And they've just found a system that works for them. It's simplified things and allowed them to really refine their playbook.
Core of it being a lot of these Cypher setups, trap plays built off of it. Ways that they can just, you know, create a small little moment in these maps.
Yeah. It's deep preparation built off the variety that Sentinels can give you.
Coutinho spots a shoulder! Chichu will be punished. Peeking out into that angle. Kang still there. He's actually caught the close angle from Hoodie, but is he going to expect it? The reposition of Coutinho, still watchful eye. So the advantage remains for Giants. Xiao's control. Gained by nobody, giving it up now for a chance to regroup with the rest of his team. Haodong still has 3 smokes available.
Grenade.
Now drop down, straight in a line. Satchel's forward, and still look at these setups again. Spotted out.
No care about this other trip that's around. Smoggy almost runs backwards into it, doesn't break it, in fact.
Doesn't clear it.
I mean, hopefully that doesn't trip somebody up later on.
I gotta wonder, where's the emphasis being placed as well to try and get this plant down? These smokes, you used all 3 of them and they faded out in the open. Not gonna have that blessing anymore, disguising and blocking it. They're just hoping for a pick, but Giants are just waiting it out. They're calling the bluff. They don't want to push this.
There's another cam online. 25 seconds, they know they're here, and nade's still available from Coutinho.
Nade rebounds, not enough damage though to secure that kill. Nobody's out in the open. Brings down Nuki. He's been playing that heaven position over and over again, but he is dropped down. He's low. Orbital strike. Expected to catch a player who could have been out there, using it to reposition. Coutinho picks up an exchange of the guns now, a rifle. 3 versus 3. Spam into the common positions. It all comes down to these fights and how they get one out. Satchel moves forwards. They don't have Shower's control. It's so important that they hold on to this. Blinds it up. Nobody. Hugs close to the corner. They got to hold on to lamps here, but a tap onto it. Coutinho's already watching. Down to the side and to the back. Anything to watch it. Good adjustment with the movement. It's all on nobody, and they already know where he is. Sticking to the fuse. Time. Coutinho's going to hold this one. He's going to hold this one, but so is Cloud. All the way with the fuse. And nothing to push him away.
Another very sensible retake from Giants, just making sure they're diligent with every little piece of the puzzle. Rhyme baits them into taking the fight towards lamps. Coutinho swings out into pocket and takes a player with him. They deal with Smoggy, who'd slipped into showers. They're finding another way of creating an advantage for themselves. Up 6-4 now. It's not as dominant as we saw in the first half of Split, but they are finding their ways on defense side to create moments where they are favored.
One step further. I mean, Kang at various points has been taking Shower's control. Coutinho is opting
so
into the op duel.
When Kang is up on top of the high ground like that, he can sometimes see over badly placed brim smokes.
They're going to hit a jump spot. They're going to hit a jump spot. And yeah, it's ready and waiting. Crosshair laid bare. Exactly where to put it. Orbital strike for Rhyme though, still close to the corner. He's spotted out. He has to make a risky play. He moves forwards, doesn't win the fight out. Despite Smoggy sailing through.
Good trade.
At the back is instantly traded. And here's the TPs. Flood rotations all the way through, but it might be just too late. 2 versus 4. Tina with the operator. Essentially gonna have to call it quits, really.
I mean, they have money to buy for the last round, so you might as well send it. See if you can get something done in a miracle 2v4 situation. EDG have pulled off enough clutches.
Coutinho has a nade. Vulnerable inside the tube. Force the position out. That might net a kill, potentially. Kang falls. Close to the corner, though. Smoggy still there. Boombot will spot him. Has to break that one now. Doing his own util. Coutinho! Okay! You did say it. You have to make a go of it.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Especially because you could do a little bit of damage to the EDG economy. Looks like they're going to be fairly fine, though, heading into the final round. And with a chance to tie things up at 6 apiece. That round is just, once more, Kang knowing the operator like the back of his hand. I mean, he just knows how to generate a pick there.
Last round in
He
the
can
half.
hear what Hoodie's doing. Sorry, he can hear what Cloud is doing, sets himself up, waits for just a single opportunity to punish, and he hits it.
That's all he needs.
The crosshair placement also so tight to the door frame, aiding him with that reaction time completely.
Still the lead for Giants. 1 round remains here. First half of bind. Hit in the hands of Hoodie, setting up the lineup for it as well. Cheeky one. It's a classic one, in fact, actually. I believe it was Nats where I first saw that, but EDG do not give a damn. All the way into the side. It's a squeeze into the back of Showers. A showstopper. Fired off. A lot of damage done to Cloud. No kill, though. Here's the orbital strike. A tap onto the plan. Howdong can't commit to it. Got to back away here. With Smoggy falling. This is precarious. No longer having that Showers control. EDG, how do they choose to play this one? When it gets slowed down like this, they haven't been able to batter their way out.
Nuki's just left all of his Cypher utility on B to go and help Hoodie, you know, if there's any kind of pivot through that short teleporter. So Giants can stack the other 4 players ready to defend A.
They're at an impasse. Who will make the first move for EDG? It's up to them. They have to get the spike down at the end of the day here. Another tap, forcing it again, just trying to get these open sightlines and open fights down. Nobody wasn't expecting a third player. Kang in the cage. He reacts in time. Cloud spotted. Does he really go for this? Yes, he does. 2 operators, because 1 wasn't enough. Tour de force now.
Spike plant.
It's active, but it's Hoodie with it all to do. 1 versus 2. Creeping onto the angle's dangerous when you're up against the operator. Doesn't nail it, but still with the movement. Kang! Instantaneous.
I've never seen a player like Kang. Never seen a player do what he does with the op, getting kills at close range, trading with the operator. How does he do it?
Insane.
1 enemy remains.
That's so fast, I can't even see him move the crosshair.
Yeah, can barely register it. You can feel it. Settling in a little bit with Giants on the big stage here. Felt like they were in the lead most of the time, but let's send it down to the desk to talk it all through.
Thank you so much, fellas. Wow, a great half there, really from both teams. I think just illustrating like just the styles that we're seeing here. But it's very clear, Sean, I know you have a big play you want to talk about, that this composition that we're seeing from Giants, they've done their homework.
Yeah, without a doubt, again, you know, Giants bust out a comp that clearly is giving EDG fits, right? Here on the 4th round, which was huge for Giants' momentum early on in this game. You see EDG ready to pounce on A, and this was the setup that gave them fits early on. It's the Viper Cypher combo at the A site. The wall to deny vision, the orb to block the short A peek, the kill trips from the Cypher peeking from heaven, and they were just getting free frags the entire time. And a little detail there is Hoodie mollies the Sky, who was going to use the Trailblazer to break a trip. So there's so many little things that Giants are doing well on these quick flood retakes in addition to the base holds. Definitely have done their homework here, but for EDG to walk away from that half like that with 6,
yeah,
I think they might have enough.
It was looking really dicey in the beginning. Like, I thought Giants was going to run away with this. And we saw some crazy moments from EDG just bringing it back, some crazy clutches. That Viper round, the Viper ult round on B.
The Howdong ult round, like what?
Genuinely, you're
just have some whipping going on from Giants somehow, and I'm like, no way. This is so crazy. Like, this game is a game of inches.
Yeah, no, it truly has been the gift that keeps on giving, right? Map 1 was exquisite, but map 2 has certainly brought us a lot. Curious to see, though, how this attack is going to go for Giants, because now we got the chamber on the defense. This is going to be quite fascinating. But for now, though, we'll send it over to Brennan Sideshow as we get ready for our second half.
It's a big deal now, isn't it? We'll see if we get that continuation of the series in the tail end of this half. EDG looking to see if they can win the pistol round, hopefully cement themselves that advantage to bring us to map 3.
Both teams clearly have an idea of what they want to do on the pistol. You can see them set up, you know, all 5 for Giants leaning towards B and 4 players for EDG on A. So it's quite likely that we'll see EDG's idea completely useless. Just negated by the fact that Giants don't want anything to do with the A site.
Only Chichu to hold it back. They want to fight this. Trailblazer spots it. It's only Kang through into the TP. Needs some backup here. It's a squeeze occurring up in the air. Vitinho will not be safe from that.
What a lovely sand crunch that is, and what a great way of pivoting some short contact flash plays into a secondary plan. Beautiful by EDG.
The site is given up as a result of it. Rhyme cannot win his fight out. He was the one who was trying to lock down Hookah, and it's calls on calls here for Giants. They are making the attempt to try and push themselves into Albo. It's being held by EDG. Almost the time to be taken. Definitely damage being done, and Cloud has cleaned up that flank attempt of Shichu. Hopping out now, though. EDG starting to make the moves over towards this one. They got to know the players are there. It's a double swing off of the flash. Only the one, though. Traded out here still. Smoke in their face. Damage definitely being done, and still kills flowing towards them. And, well, not enough. Fortunately for Giants there, the damage not quite converting into the kills.
So both teams splitting the pistols, and EDG there actually with the better idea. As much as I've been praising Giants, EDG have Kang taking contact towards A. They have a player tucked behind, ready to go for a flash, getting back on the angle. Giants don't go in that direction, but EDG have a plan B, which is to go for the sand crunch, put pressure on Vitinho when he's deep there, and they get back into the B site, controlling tons of space towards Hookah and Spawn.
Pure despair. I mean, production's having a field day.
But
keeping that calm on Pipson.
I got waves of empathy going towards Pipson here, because I feel like from a strategic point of view, from a coach's input point of view, Giants are doing everything right. They're still playing a really great game, but EDG are coming out with individual moments and game plans and ideas to match them at every point.
Little bits of brilliance. Giants taking a ton of space off of this one with the flash as well, pushing forwards deeper into it. Transfer, held on. Spectre, plenty of bullets left as well, but does he know? Players drop down deep. It's Vitinho. Close to the corner here. Smoggy with the boom bot. Don't believe that's going to clear him. Nuki gets spotted. Playing this one together now. Huge player advantage. Don't want to give up too much. They lined up entirely up with the upgrade in his hands. Nuki now sticking a plant through. It's 2 versus 2, and all that weaponry towards the back. Reactions. How long? Oh boy.
Another EDG player with another 4K to help them out in a sticky situation. That's been the story of this match, I think.
Yeah.
Almost with a slip-up, though. But EDG are going to be 8-6, heading into a bonus round where they keep 2 of the Bulldogs.
That lineup. Spacing just not quite there for EDG, despite them trying to play it quite safely.
Vitinho didn't have the weaponry to really, help Nuki on the swing.
Yeah.
Still, this one should be a bit of a gimme for Giants. You look at the weaponry advantage. EDG have almost nothing. As long as you don't run into Kang with his 4 Headhunter bullets and the shorty.
Even the orbital strike, if a player's cooked up with it.
Yeah.
Those kills are Howdon got. He's earned it early.
It doesn't look like they have any setup for the orbital strike to really find value here, but we've seen Howdon use it in clutches or if the time runs low.
Sands crunch, okay. Or at least the showers crunch. They're taking showers control and B long at the same time. That was the goal, at least for EDG.
They get a very deep trademark, but here's where I feel like some of the issues might come from. Kang's now tethered to A as the hit comes through on B.
Yeah, inside a tube, unable to survive this one. Nobody.
Where's nobody going?
Just running straight past him. Vitinho tucked to the corner.
He's on a walk.
Good luck winning this one. I mean, Kang's got 4 headhunter bullets. Make it 3. Oof, damage done. Not enough to it. Through the wall, though. It's cleaned up. Possibilities. Chichu. Yeah. Against the rifle. There's not much you can do about that one. So, good by Giants. Don't let the bonus slip away. It wasn't particularly dangerous, as you already mentioned, Josh. EDG didn't have too much of a buy going on there.
Yeah, and this really is what I'm concerned about, though, from the side of EDG. They're in the lead currently, but one of their biggest win conditions, I think, is getting Kang mobile around the map with his op, being able to play in different areas. And if he's tethered to a trademark or tethered to a rendezvous, that's going to be a challenge. He's actually going for glass cannon operator here.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have enough money to buy any armor.
Look at his op. I mean, the rendezvous position is tucked close to the corner. Feels quite punishable, but Giants are not going to be walking into it. It's all nobody. Jump spot with the boom bot. Nicely done. But the space granted to them. Even the cam on top, you can definitely see such a level of care and preparation with all these attack side setups. Giants, that is nice. Snakebite into it, Chichu close to the corner though. He is tracking him out of the sky. Return for the fire. It's confirmed and traded as Nuki will fall. The orbital strike expended by Howdong, enough to slow them all the way down. Giants, what's the call here? They don't have showers control. You're going right into the more because Kang is still watching. And do you dare encroach on his territory?
I asked the question how Kang was going to be able to find value in some of these rounds where Giants are just hitting the opposite side.
There's no way. In the smoke with the no scope.
And that's how.
Oh my.
Giants just funneled through the teleporter straight into him. He's waiting like a dragon in his lair. It is a wonderful orbital strike from Howdong though. It completely split the timings up. You have one portion coming from Hookah, that's Vitinho and Nuki. They did what they could there. You know, Vitinho's on his double blast pack, gets tracked through the air by Jishu, and Nuki trades it out, but you can't go positive in that kind of situation when there's only 2 players actually hitting the site. The rest, the other 3, all got stopped by Howdong's ultimate.
Critical. Forcing out a timeout. And yeah, more than animated.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Pipson here will be shouting, you know, call to cancel in that kind of situation. But I'm not sure they even had the chance,
They didn't really have the time at that point when they commit to the showers.
The timing was
They
pretty
didn't have
perfect.
space in showers either, for one.
Oh, I mean
like
on the B hit, you know, canceling the B hit once the ult comes through. But yeah, I mean, also for showers, that's just very difficult to deal with when Kang's able to take an angle, back off to another, keeps his rendezvous active as well. I mean, what are you supposed to do when the guy's there? You wide swing, you hope he misses a shot and hope you hit yours.
This upcoming round, bloody important. I mean, we've been saying it a lot this entire series, but at this point, it's the lead for EDG. 2 rounds for now. A pretty heavy investment from Giants. Cloud even forced down as well. I mean, opting into just full armor and a Spectre, just so he can afford full util.
It's another deep trademark. Kang's using them for map control and information more so than, you know, anything else on this defense side. He's got such good info towards short. And essentially they're just leaving A to him. They can stack 4 players B now.
Giants are committing, running all the way forward. Here! It's nobody! Down to the side, and he is killed eventually, but my God, has he done the work!
They didn't even need the stack.
No, they did not.
I mean, Howdong and Smoggy are running over, sprinting from the A site, and the work's already been done.
Just like that. Now, speaking to the importance of this, you cannot stand a chance. What does the money look like for Giants?
It's not good. Vitinho and Nuki would be able to put a bite together, but and the rest of them are going to be working with Bulldogs at most.
Yeah, you're forced down.
I think they're going to have to take an eco.
They're committing to the Sheriff and a half armor.
I mean, the spray from nobody just perfectly lined up with all the Giants' heads as they were pushing through long. And that's a really common setup that you see. A Brim Smoke, a player sat inside of it, a flash. Sometimes it's going to be this guy inside the Brim Smoke that's blooming at Hookah. Sometimes the Sky's going to be over towards Elbow. But hiding inside your smoke there underneath Hookah, very common defensive setup. And Giants didn't really have an answer. Feels like one of the few times that Giants are actually going towards A. This is where Kang's been set up the majority of the time. The Giants have not really wanted to deal with it. It's a far cry away from how they dealt with him on Split. They were diving on top of him, util dumping him.
They had a clear indicator of where he might be playing, but I think this new comp has thrown him for a loop ever so slightly.
Yeah, very possible.
Don't have that preset ideas of where he could be hiding. This is a lighter bite over Giants. A lot of space. It's forwarded to them. Kang's still there. Snake bite. Drop down, making sure that he can't really peek past that angle. Smoggy falls. Close to the corner though. Howdong has got to do a lot here. Neural theft. Damage more than done here. Kills are definitely flowing for EDG. 3 versus 2 though. Never know. With shots rattled off, if heads get found, there could be more than danger in it. Doubled up though towards Lamb to tap onto it and force them out wide. The spray transfer, or at least not transfer, the control is nice.
Well dealt with by EDG after Cloud hit a couple of nice shots there, and they are really starting to extend this lead. It's a 4-round lead. Giants need to answer now if they want a chance of finishing this series. There's a lot that we don't know about Giants on Bind and Ascent. Had no concept of how good they were going to be on these two maps. Ooh, simply haven't seen them play. Nice shots by Cloud. I mean, the reaction there from Kankang, I think, shows you how much he feels like Giants are pushing them.
Yeah, you cannot underestimate anybody in this group. Group A is brutal.
Certainly delivering.
Yeah, delivering, absolutely. The excitement that we've seen witness right now. Kankang, operator angle. This is going to bait them in a little bit. There's a jump spot by Chichu. If they choose to move over towards B long, Giants that is, they might get baited into peeking into the op angle that's a bit deeper.
I think it's also the first time that Kankang's been playing on this side. You expect it just to be the Sky and the Viper, as it has been before.
That's a miss from both sides, actually. Still he takes the re-peek into the rendezvous and back to safety. Two players still grouped up. Losing B-long control. There's a fight to be taken in showers at the exact same time as this one. It looks like Nuki is creeping up onto it. Moving away from the timing. Showers control is so important here if they want to choose to try and pivot into this, but the spike is actually dropped into cave. Nuki has been given the space.
Smoggy's watching though from backside. Oh my god,
No
he just
way.
turned away.
No way! Nuki's there. Seekers are forced out as well, breaking some portion of it. Showers regrouping now for the hit over towards A. Entirety of Giants.
Left.
How did they get through this now as well? Time is running short. Did they really choose to contact into this now with a showstopper all the way through this one? It's a game of timings once more, and nobody strikes. Right from the back here, dog out in the open, close to the corner. Nuki, he's left to it. It's a 1v2. Damage is so done, but nobody still. This man is on another level of consistency.
When you saw EDG go on their run at Tokyo and absolutely wipe the floor with Loud, it was because nobody was having a game like this. He wanted to push into the showers smoke, but Haodong mollied it. And then he decided, okay, well, if I can't push into the showers smoke, I'll go towards the short play. He's playing Sky by trying to get as close to the choke point as possible and fight them from behind. It's just madness. It is madness, but when nobody's finding the timings and he's hitting his shots, he can play like a lunatic and it works.
This is it, EDG. One more round will do it, take us to that third. We all want it. Hoodie brought down. The rifle fire through the smoke. Ult's online. Rhyme. How does he choose to use it? Orbital strike and feel it. With Smoggy falling to the nade, that's an opening. Oh, the Seekers, they spot out of position and he was waiting for it. Nobody's close. Still, Flash blinded up. There's an orbital strike, but still, there's a player that's managed to creep their way deeper into elbow. This is Cloud, trying to keep them alive and make the plays. Can hear the footsteps. And Cloud's right behind them, ready to strike. First one found, Haodong still there, inside tube. Not for much longer, is he? It's 3 for Cloud, Kankang, not a clue.
4 opportunities dwindling down. But EDG still very firmly in control. That's only the second round that Giants have been able to get up on this side. And off a pretty unorthodox play. Strange situation. They still have a ton of money to work with. Kankang's going to be able to get that operator back up. Peeking towards Hookah, which is where we're seeing half of Giants looking to try and go towards. Nope, just spots a trademark there.
Flash. Kankang's on the angle now. There's a dog that's broken so damn early. Pre-fire into the corner.
When the Trailblazer is broken that early, you just know that Kankang's behind it.
That's one of the only reasons you do so.
It's a nice smoke as well from Hoodie. That's a really good one. That's going to force Kang away because he's worried that you could spill through the smoke from too many angles. So he's just going to back up a little.
Trademark's heard here. Giants, they want to jump on it, they want to pounce on it. Molly into the back of the site. Nade follows, okay, off as well. She chews, Snake bites, around to the side here, but Fatinho, he will fall, it's traded.
Meanwhile, look at where Kang is.
He's got the timing all the way through the smoke. They know he's roughly in there. Nuke is trying to bait it out, but he doesn't bring him down. Still, he's the thorn in their sides towards the back. Buying time for EDG all the way through here. 2 versus 2. Rhyme planning towards the back of the site. There's a chance here. Nade rebounds. Damage certainly done, but no kill there. Cloud still has to lock down this angle. It's the only thing saving him. Boombot triggers it, dropping down. Smoggy, he's not there on time, but he wins his duel out still. This is for the map. And absolutely everything, Cloud. He lands his, converts the kill. And Bind continues.
Another 4K, another clutch, another Sky player stepping up, but this time it's not nobody. Cloud finds his moment. He also got potentially the most important kill, which was that one right there. Taking down Kang and allowing the rest of the team to just focus on Hookah. Kang was attracting so much attention there. He's on chamber, slipping inside a smoke with an operator, taking duels down B-Long alone. Just being an absolute nuisance. They had 5 opportunities to close out Bind. Now it's slipped down to only 3. And Edward Gaming are going to take a tactical timeout here. If anything, I'd be concerned about this, Brent, because it offers an opportunity for Pipson to talk to the team when he's already used both of his.
Yeah. Taken out of feeling like there needs to be some changes in the mix. This next round is upcoming one for EDG. I mean, they don't have money to buy. Say it plainly, it's going to be the half buy for them, so whatever they're calling in the timeout, whether it's adjustments or whatnot, it'll probably be the round after that point, but maybe they can also cook something up. There's ults ready and waiting. Smoggy, he's got a showstopper. Can always do some damage with that.
You take a look at the minimap here, and EDG are almost all on B. Looks like they're just planning to leave Kang solely defending the A side of the map.
It's risky.
It was what they were doing quite a lot at the start of the half when they were finding so much success. They would have 3 players over for A at the beginning, just in case it was a fast hit. And then those 2 would rotate to B immediately upon any noise.
Deep Viper Orb, flash play through it. Looks like that's the name of the game.
Hoodie might get caught here.
Yeah, Hoodie has his back towards it though. He is playing anti-flash, even inherently in Rhyme. Also there with it. There's layers to it, but the protocols.
I thought they were just going to drop the orb without flashing and catch Hoodie just Cloud completely in the open. But yeah, nice setup from both of them. And that's essentially the Yuka round dealt with at this point. Giants set up here to bring things within 2. And this is some level of a comeback.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, the distraction, yes, Fatinho dies, but it's actually a human drone there, just spotting out the players of where Haodong is hiding.
Just playing Nookie in through the choke point as well.
Exactly.
Really well played. Kang's got 4 bullets in the Headhunter and 3 enemies to deal with. Double facing, no chance given.
Not working out, so all those chances slipping away. The timeout was taken for this one, this upcoming round right here.
Yeah, what are they going to be able to cook up here, Edward Gaming? They've got the Seekers, they've got Showstopper available. They could definitely make some kind of crunch happen. Those are great ultimates for popping through a teleporter. At the moment, doesn't look like they're going for anything like that. Could be some kind of play towards Sand.
The potential's there.
But Smoggy, you would expect to be involved in that, and he's just over towards Showers.
Seekers used very early here by Cloud. It's right at the beginning of the round, and actually used in kind, and as a response of it, to be broken. Flash. Exchanged. Giants just fully grouped up outside towards Fountain. They're looking for an indicator. What is the play? There's a real danger here, actually, that Kang gets caught by this orbital strike. So Rendezvous's close to the corner.
EDG sent a flash through the teleporter to check out Showers and double pushed it as well. They took down Nookie's camera. So Giants are now aware that the defenders have taken Showers control, and it looks like Rhyme's decision is to go and flush them out. They also used the Seekers earlier on, and so have some level of idea that there might be 3 still playing B.
Smoke's down.
Dog push forwards, and he signs a light from this one. The nade's there, yes.
Oh,
It's an
great
overhead
ult.
strike. It's absolutely magnificent. Forces Haodong out into the open and wide. He's not favored to take that fight, so another advantage gained and granted for Giants. 34 seconds.
Launching
Man
smoke.
has to go down here, and Smoggy's in position to potentially
30
deny.
seconds left.
Smoggy, nade, rebounds. Ooh, it's a funny angle. Doesn't
Not what they were
stop
going for.
The plan, yeah.
It broke the cam though, and the cam was designed to be a post-plant information.
Smoggy falls. He was the one with the ult. Showstopper could have been critical. 3v5 now, retaken with the operator. You need to see heroics.
Or possibly a save, honestly, Brent.
Yeah, at this point, you got to think about it, right? It's 2 versus 5. You don't have the money. It's that full investment. This is dire straits for EDG, but Giants, real masterclass, honestly. Round after round, they are navigating trials and tribulations.
Sublimely. And I think there was a real concern with after taking that timeout when he did.
Does it save the op? Oh boy, does not.
Oh, they don't save